Hey, hello, how is it going? Welcome to the MastoCast. We are now on episode 54. Welcome to episode 54 of the MastoCast. Hello, my name is Master Dan. How's it doing? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. On the day this comes out, on the Friday. It's actually quite fucking sunny. We're actually getting nice weather now. It's been really, really nice for the past week. Yeah, it's sound, isn't it? It's quite sound. We're having some sunshine. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear a fan in the background. I'm boiling, so I thought, I better keep myself cool for the podcast. So yeah, here we are. Sorry about the fan noise if you can't hear it. Not a lot I can do about it, to be honest. I need to stay cool. I need to keep my cool, yo. But yeah, welcome to the MastoCast, as I said, and I hope you're having a nice weekend. It's coming out. Thanks to anyone who's listened to the previous episode. Apologies that there was no episode last week. Basically, I had absolutely nothing to talk about, really. There was, I was about to record, and I was like, I've got nothing. Yeah. So I thought I'll leave it and just spend time doing other stuff. Went to, Flamingo Land, and that was it. I didn't want the podcast to just be about that. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened though. Recently, been streaming again though. Streaming has been back on the fucking cards. Really, really good fun times. Good drum streams, good guitar streams. Going to be doing the same tonight. If you are listening to this on a Friday that this is out, I'm going to be streaming tonight at 7 o'clock for a guitar stream. So if you fancy coming in, saying hello, that would be really, really cool. And we're doing a drum stream as well this Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if you want to see me melt some more, you can do that. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's good getting back in the swing of things. Of streaming. I'm hoping to just try and get a couple of streams out a week. That's what I try to do. But yeah, it's good to be streaming again. It's good to be streaming. I don't think I've been up to much else really, just working and shit. And yeah, not a lot really. So yeah, but yeah, it's I went to Flamingo Land the other week. That was fun. Didn't go on that many rides, to be honest. I went on a few rides. I just didn't go on the big roller coasters. Didn't really have much time to do out like that. But it was still fun. Anyways, enough of my fucking ramblings. But yeah, thanks to anyone who's listened to the previous episode and, of course, the streams. It's fucking awesome. But we've had quite a busy week, really. And I've got to start off this week by... I know everybody would have seen it all over the internet, I am sure. But the 2024 opening ceremony of the Olympics set in Paris happened last week, I believe. It was on the weekend it started. And, I'm a fan of the Olympics, actually. I quite like it. If it is on, I will watch it. I find it quite inspiring sometimes, try and keep fit. That's stuff, and I discover new things that I never thought was an Olympic sport. I discovered countries that that I didn't think existed before. And, I quite like the Olympics. I quite like it. And, I like to see what the opening ceremonies are going to be like and stuff. I loved the UK's opening and closing ceremonies. I thought they did incredible. And, I'm a fan of it. I like the Olympics. So, Paris had their opening ceremony, and to be honest, I thought it was a bit... I thought it was fine. There was some bits that dragged on for ages. There was some bits that were on for a very, very long time. Some bits that I just didn't find interesting. I liked that it was going down a river for the whole time. I thought that was cool, quite different. All the all the countries, all the competitors going down on different boats and stuff like that, waving the flags. I thought that was quite cool. There was a few different performances and stuff like that. Lady Gaga, I can't even remember what she did, to be honest. The ceremony had a very what's it called? Very strong emotional closing performance by Celine Dion. Her first time performing live in a number of years. I believe she's been suffering from a condition that stopped her from playing live, and she did this really emotional song from the Eiffel Tower. So yeah, that was really nice to see. But come on, Gojira played the Olympics, man. This was so good. This was incredible, absolutely incredible. You got to understand the surprise that came out of me that I saw that, because I knew that they were gonna play. There was news coming out, I think, a day or two before the opening ceremony started, and it was like, hey, we got Lady Gaga, you got Celine Dion, you got such and such French artist of whom I can't remember. I do apologise. There was a rapper who was on, actually. I thought he was quite good. But also, Gojira was in. Obviously, Gojira, French metal titans, one of my favourite bands of all time. And, I saw their name there, and I was like, ooh, fucking hell, Gojira. Nice one. And all I knew was that they were going to be performing with an opera singer as well. But obviously, we watched the whole Olympic ceremony, the opening ceremony and stuff like that, and I was just waiting for Gojira to come on. I'm like, this is all I give a shit about, to be honest. And it was just so unexpected. It was just so unexpected. I was expecting Gojira to come on, but the actual performance was so unexpected. We had this close up of headless Marie Antoinette. And then, she was doing this, I don't know, shouting words or something. And all of a sudden, the cameras do this really quick, dramatic zoom out, and then all of a sudden, the fucking riff that kicks in, and the fucking fire going everywhere. And there's Gojira. Honestly, I just fucking screamed, yes, fucking Gojira. Oh my god, I was watching it. I was like, it just probably took me by surprise, man. And the song as well has been stuck in my head throughout the whole week. I've watched the clip dozens and dozens of times. Honestly, I just could not get over it. Gojira playing on the windows of the side of a castle by the river, with fire fucking going everywhere, sounding incredible. God, Gojira are just one of the best bands ever. They are just one of the best bands ever. I hate to sound biased because I love Gojira and I'm a metalhead, but come on, that was probably the best part of the opening ceremony, wasn't it? Surely. I know we could talk about Celine Dion's performance and all that. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was lovely. I enjoyed it. And, Lady Gaga did what she did, which is always good. But fucking hell, how can you look at Gojira's performance, whether you're a metalhead or not, and not think that's pretty fucking awesome? It's pretty fucking cool. And, yeah, even lovely Haley was sat next to me watching it. She's not a Gojira fan, to be honest. Even she sat and watched it and went, that's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? It's just fucking rad. It's absolutely rad. And, I've seen just the whole metal community across the board are fucking buzzing over it. It's all I've seen on, Twitter and all the socials and Instagram and everything. Everyone who's in a band or whatever, I've just commented about how awesome this is and how brilliant it is for, rock and metal in general. Some people might watch this who aren't really into metal or anything like that and think, well, this is cool. Maybe I might want to listen to some more Gojira. Oh, what else did Gojira like Metallica? Oh, maybe I'll listen to Metallica. Maybe I'll start listening to Iron Maiden. Maybe I'll start listening to Bring the Horizon. You know what I mean? It's just a really, really cool fucking thing to happen. And, Gojira, they're a big enough band, but they're not, Metallica-sized. like, or Iron Maiden size or anything like that, like, or Slipknot. Like they're a decent sized metal band. I think they kind of like play the sort of academy venues at a very push couple of arenas in the UK. Like, this is gonna, like, this is gonna be really good for Gojira, big time. And they're already in good they're already in a good spot at the moment. Like, one of the most consistent bands ever, like, live and in terms of albums, like, just incredible. Yeah, it's awesome. I just wanted to go on about how fucking mint it was. Anyways, I'll shut up talking about Gojira now. Anyways, some more music news. Jack White has surprise released an album, and not in a sort of traditional way, in like some artists will just shadow drop an album, like in all streaming services. Like, this one was quite different. So Jack White, if you don't know, he owns his own record pressing company. He's got like record label, and like he has his own stores and everything, that sort of thing. The man is really, really invested in records. Like, he loves them. Like, he lives and breathes records. He's always going on about like the manufacturing, the distribution of records, and how important it is, and how he's always gone on about how record labels should have their own like record pressing plants and all that, like, to make life easier for all bands out there. And like, I really like the cut of his jib, Jack White. I've always been a fan of him. He's really, really good, and I love his solo albums as well as like White Stripes. But he's surprise dropped an album, and what's happened is from his shops, when someone had made a purchase, like some random record from his shop, they would also get a blank record, just a random blank record with nothing on it at all, nothing on the sleeves or anything. Just, there you go, there's another record. And what would happen when someone took it home, then play it, and it is a brand new Jack White album. It's a brand new Jack White album, like, completely fully recorded Jack White album, new songs, everything, on a record where there's no information on the sleeves or anything, not track listing, nothing, just a new album, and that's out now. It is out now on all the streaming services. As I'm talking to you now, there's no, like, at this very minute, there is nothing on streaming services, but when you listen to this on the Friday it comes out, it will finally be out on streaming services, if that makes sense. I know someone did rip the audio from the LP that was being given out, and it is now on YouTube. I haven't unfortunately had the time to go and listen to it, but you got damn right I'm going to start listening to it, like, as it comes out, for sure. And I'll talk about that next week, definitely. And also, that not the only thing to be shadow dropped as well. JPEG Mafia is also shadow dropped an album as well. He came out of a single probably a couple of weeks ago, Sin Medio, and yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, Sin Medio. I think that's how it's pronounced. Bell of a track. I do like JPEG Mafia. Love what he done with Darren Brown and the Veteran album, and like talked about his set from Outbreak this year. And yeah, he's properly shadow dropped an album. It is available now to listen to on Spotify, and like, this happened today, just before I recorded as well. So obviously I haven't had time to listen to the album yet either. But yeah, new albums from Jack White and new albums from JPEG Mafia. Which is really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Also, some announcements as well, for sure, from High Vis, your favourite Brit rock stroke hardcore band from Liverpool, if there ever is any others. High Vis are brilliant. I loved their album 2 years ago, called Blending. Really, really great. They were one of the standouts at Outbreak Festival last year. They're a fucking fantastic band. They've just announced a new album called Guided Tour, which is out on October 18th, and they've released a new single. It's called Mind's Lie, and it's brilliant. It's very, very different. It's not like Brit rock sounding or anything like that. The guitars kind of sound like that, but it's very sort of mellowed out, and there's a lot of sampling going on as well. Like, there's some of it sounds quite Portisheady, which I quite like. It's a wonderful track. It's a wonderful, wonderful track. I love it, and I'm looking forward to this new High Vis album. I think it's going to be really, really fucking good. And they've announced a tour on top of that as well. They're going to be touring the UK with Pain of Truth and fucking Narrowhead, which is awesome. Which is really, really awesome. I love all three of those bands: High Vis, Pain of Truth, and Narrowhead. Narrowhead, you've got one of the more sort of 90s driven, like, alternative sounding bands, like if you're into like Smashing Pumpkins, Deftones, that sort of thing. They're going to be opening, and of course Pain of Truth, if you like that hate breed sound and hardcore, get in amongst it, absolutely. So they're playing, I'll give the full dates, but they are playing Newcastle and Leeds on this UK tour, which is fucking rare to see. It's rare to see a bloody a UK tour these days that includes both Newcastle and Leeds. It's just awesome. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be going to the Newcastle date without a shadow of a doubt. Can't wait for that. So they are playing in the UK, Southampton, Nottingham, Newcastle, Birmingham, Bristol, and London, Leeds, Manchester, Glasgow, and Liverpool. I apologise. So right, gotcha. Okay, so I do apologise. The November and December tour dates of 2024, that is happening in the EU. That is with Pain of Truth. And the February 2025 dates, which are 4 dates, there's Paris, Antwerp, and 2 in the Netherlands. And the rest is all UK. That is with Narrowhead. So, fuck. I thought I was going to get Pain of Truth and Narrowhead there. So, but I'm going to get Narrowhead, who I really, really like. That's fine. But yeah, this is fucking awesome. Really, really cool hardcore bill. Yeah. High Vis Guided Tour. Album comes out October 18th, which I'm very, very, very excited for. As well as the new album coming out on October 25th by Better Lovers. Finally, they've got a new album coming out, a debut album, after the pretty big success of their debut EP, which came out last year, God Made Me an Animal. I went on about when I saw them at the Brudenell and the Matinee show. They're getting a lot of traction. They finally announced a debut album. This is, of course, the supergroup of Greg Pucciato, Every Time I Die, and super producer Will Putney. Yeah, no news of a tour yet, but they have announced they brought out a single, which is real cool. Really like it. It's more or less the same as what you're gonna get from the previous EP. Nothing new. It's got that Every Time I Die fat riffage going on, and Greg Pucciato's incredible vocals. Just thick slams of rock and roll hardcore shit, man. And yeah, their new album comes out in October 25th, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. And the last bit of music shenanigans I'm going to talk to you all about, really. So, War of the Worlds have announced an arena tour. And, of course, War of the Worlds, which is Jeff Wayne's musical, which is, it's been going for about 50 years now. I think it's a stunning piece of work. I'm not really a musical person, but, like, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, it's a fucking beast. It's awesome. It's like a proper fucking progressive rock, psychedelic musical on aliens invading Earth in their big fucking spaceship robot things. That's the best way I can describe it. If you've not listened to the musical, give it a listen. But it is coming back to the UK next year in arenas everywhere. And usually what they tend to do is switch different casting members for different roles and stuff like that. And the reason I'm going on about it is because Rou Reynolds from Enter Shikari is going to be playing the artilleryman, which is interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I'm a big fan of Rou Reynolds, and I'm a big fan of War of the Worlds. I really want to see that. I really want to see him on stage doing a bit of acting and, getting his musical on. Doing the artilleryman. It's like, with just a handful of men, we'll start all over again. Giving it some of that. And then he goes, can you hear the war cry? No, he doesn't do any Enter Shikari, unfortunately. No, That would be quite funny though if he just starts, doing the fucking artillery run. We'll start all over again. Catch the anaesthetist. I want to go under the knife. I believe in this. That would be quite funny. But that's obviously not going to happen. And it's also featuring, I don't even know his name. He's from The Wanted, matey boy from The Wanted. He's in it as well. I don't know what he's playing though. Can't remember. And someone else. I think his other half is playing the woman in War of the Worlds, who I forgot her name. It's been a while since I listened to War of the Worlds. Actually, I need to give it a good listen again. But yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. Catch me in the pit when Rou Reynolds comes on to do the artilleryman. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's it. I guess for music stuff, I haven't heard any new albums really as of recent. But yeah, fun times. Video gaming news, on the other hand, PlayStation Plus has announced some new video games for the month of August. And yeah, I'm going to show you them right now. Not show you. I'm going to talk about them right now. So this is just for the monthly membership, the first tier, which is the essential one. And obviously every month we get new games. And let's see what we got here. So the big one right now is Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. So yeah, we have that. I think it's more based on the last three. I think is it based on the last three Star Wars movies? I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh no, here we go. Relive all 9 Star Wars films in Lego form. Survive an overnight. And yeah, there we go. So it's all 9 Star Wars films in Lego. Fantastic. The Lego games are alright. They're quite fun. What else have we got? So we have Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is the latest installment of the family-friendly horror games from Steel Wool Games. Play as Gregory, a young boy trapped overnight in Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. That's quite a tongue twister, isn't it? Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. There we go. With the help of Freddy Fazbear himself, Gregory must survive the near unstoppable hunt for reimagined Five Nights at Freddy's characters, as well as new horrific fucking threats. There we go. So Five Nights at Freddy's, if you fancy giving that a go. I've never played it before. So there's also another video game that has been added, which is one I've never heard of, called Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights, which is a PS4 title. Unravel the mysteries of a destroyed kingdom in the dark fantasy 2D action RPG. Journey through the sprawling and hauntingly beautiful Land's End, traversing a submerged forest, a sealed-off contaminated underground cavern, and a grand castle. Formidable bosses await that will gladly claim your life, given even the slightest chance. Defeat these powerful foes and release them from their unending cares to recruit them as allies. Overcome the challenges before you and search for the truth with powerful knights at your side. I mean, that sounds quite interesting, actually. It doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, those are the new games that will be coming to the PS Plus. I believe that is August 6th. They are becoming playable. So there you go. There's new games. So now is your last chance to download last month's, which are Borderlands 3, NHL 24, and Among Us to your game library. So if you still got your game in whatever it's fucking called, PlayStation Plus, that's what I meant to say. You still got that. Now's your chance to download them. Keep them on your console for life. They will not go away. So there you go. So that's it. I'm going to talk about some games that I've been playing now, and one that I've finally finished. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you about Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii, which came out in 2007. So, I bought a Nintendo Wii, I think it was earlier this year I bought it? I can't remember. I bought a Nintendo Wii, and I got Super Mario Galaxy. I've always been a fan of the Nintendo Wii. Like, I think it's a cool console, but I never properly, like when I had it as a kid, like I never properly got into like the Nintendo franchise. You know, I was just playing like fucking Wii Sport and Wii Fit and like dumb stuff like Resident Evil 4 and shit like that. Like, you know, I wasn't really bothered about getting whatever Zelda was on there or whatever Mario game or anything like that. So when I got a Wii again, I thought, well, I'm going to give Super Mario Galaxy a go. A lot of people rave about how good it is. It's probably one of the better ones of Super Mario games, so I thought I'd give it a go. And finally finished it. I've been on it for, you know, a couple of weeks sort of on and off. And I got to say, really fucking brilliant game. It's aged incredibly well. It's aged really, really, really well. It's awesome. It would be really cool to get like a remaster of this game on like the Switch or the new Switch when that comes out, just completely update it. I know there's the there's the Super Mario 3D All Stars, which you can get, but like it's bloody expensive for whatever reason. It's like £70 from like CEX. Like, come on, like. But I mean, to be fair, you do get like Super Mario Sunshine, you get Super Mario 64, and you get Mario Galaxy with that, which is cool. So it might look better on that, which is cool. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is stunning. It's brilliant. I love it. I've so many really, really interesting levels, like really, really awesome ways you can traverse around it. Like you're practically in zero gravity, like walking amongst these sort of small planets and finding your way through all these sort of complicated puzzles and stuff like that. It'd be quite hard at times, like to nail like for example, like nail jumping on an enemy. Sometimes it's quite hard to nail that, like just because of the whole 3D aspect of it and like using the nunchuck as a controller to move around and stuff like that. I do find that quite difficult, but I love it. It's great. Like, it's a stunning looking game. The music is fantastic. I love the you kind of in like a sort of kind of like a lobby area, but it's like a big massive space station, and that's where you find all your levels and stuff like that, and all different themed and everything. And I just love that sort of ballroom music that goes on whilst you're in there. You know, just like many other Super Mario game, a lot of character, a lot of just a lot of heart that was going to this game. It's beautiful. It's great, and I've enjoyed every minute of playing this. Like, you know, it's got a good sort of mix of hard, medium, easy levels and stuff. Like, there was some that I've been like fucking like, God damn it, this is fucking hard. But like, you know, when you eventually get that right, like, it's fucking like the payoff's great. It's really, really great, and yeah, it's really awesome. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan. Excuse me, I'm tired. I did a night shift last night, but yeah, yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, like, it's a fucking solid game. Like, I'd give it like a strong 9 out of 10. I think it's great. I've been thinking about it. Like, is it my favorite Super Mario game? And I think I'm always leaning towards Super Mario Odyssey. Like, for the Wii, like, oh, sorry, not for the Wii, for the Switch. I think I prefer that one the most. I do love Odyssey. I think that might be my favourite 3D Mario game, and my favourite Super Mario game in general, really. I reckon Super Mario Galaxy, I'd probably put it second, something like that. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, that was my sort of 2024 review, you know, of the game. I imagine if I played this game when it came out, I'd have been blown away. Playing that game on like a CRT TV or something like that, and, you know, like being the sort of peak graphic of the Nintendo Wii in 2007, that would have been cool. I really wish I would have played that at the time, because, you know, it's quite hard to play it. It's quite hard to see the beauty of it, even though there is, through an AV component cable on a 50-inch 4K TV. But, like, you know, it still looks great though. It still looks absolutely great. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is wonderful. Like, and if you by any chance have a Nintendo Wii sitting about but you don't have this game, It's cheap enough to pick up from CEX, probably about 10-12 quid. Highly recommend you having a go of it. And if you want to splash the cash on the 3D All Stars, by all means, go and do that. It might be better. You never know. But yeah, played it on the way. Love it. It's awesome. And yeah, so once I played that, I started. I'm properly back in on Lost Odyssey now, so I want to get that done definitely soon. The more I play it, the more it blows me away. Genuinely, like I'm a big fan of it, man. It did take me hours to defeat a boss that I've been stuck on, so it's a game that's going to require grinding. But I'll talk more about that as I go through it. It's a long game, but I'm in for it for the ride, baby. Also, last game that I'll talk about that finally came from my door. I pre-ordered it, I believe about February. I pre-ordered it, and it is Static Dress's game. The band Static Dress, yes, them. They released a Game Boy Color game. I believe I talked about this on the podcast before, and they initially released it in about February, and they had so many. I think they had like 50 video games on hold there for. I don't know. I think for this release, and like they sold out in like 2 minutes. Like it was mental. Like so many people got on it, and you know I was gonna try and get them as well. Like but I failed. But because the demand was so big, they said right, okay, we'll do like a pre-order, and we'll keep it open for 48 hours, and how many pre-orders they get, they will make that many, and that is it. So they did that, and obviously like for the time it took to get them all, like the games, like put it onto like the PCB boards and all that, and get the shells, the different colorways and all that, get them all printed and boxed and all that sort of stuff. It took time, which is, you know, it's one of those things like I didn't mind it at all. But we finally got it. We finally got it. It came through the door last week, and yeah, an actual Static Dress video game for the Game Boy Color. It's like some of the coolest band merch you can ever think of, like in the year 2024. Like, why not make a video game that's like that's made for like a retro console? I just think it's really cool idea, and you know, I popped it in my modded Game Boy Color that I made, and looks fucking great on my screen. Looks great. You know, the game's just like quite a simple platformer type game. It's not long at all. It's only a short game. Like I probably finished it in about 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. Like it's just really cool fun. Like the actual game is pretty damn stunning. Like it looks great. It looks awesome. And like, you know, you're playing as Ollie, the vocalist for Static Dress, and there is like the Static Dress music is laid across the game, and it's all in like in an 8-bit format. Yeah, but like it generally looks like a really nice game. Like the game developer, who I will get the name of now. I know the name is Alex. I just forgot the second name. Let me just get that up for you now. So here we go. The game is called Rogue Carpet Disaster, and it is. God damn it! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fuck. God damn. There's loads of articles mentioning the Game Boy game, but nothing going on about the game developer. I really want to give the game developer a shout out, because it's done really well. It's done really fucking well. And God, I fucking forgot. I can't find it. I need to be more prepared for this shit. I do apologize. Right, okay. Let me just check. It's got to be on the Instagram. Fuck it. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Shout out to the video game developer of this game. It's really great. It looks stunning as well. It's a simple sort of platformer type game. loads of different themes, different rooms that you go across, and at the end it comes up with like a to be continued type screen. So I wonder if there's going to be any more of these games coming out, and yeah, it'd be really cool if they did like a Game Boy Advance one. That would be awesome. Anyways, that will do for this week's MastoCast. Like I say, I am live on Twitch. If you listen to this on a Friday, the day it comes out, I'm live tonight at 7 o'clock, and on Saturday I'm live at 1 o'clock. Next week I'm going to be talking about the new albums from JPEG Mafia and Jack White, and maybe some more albums that come out. I'm not sure what comes out this weekend. I will let you know. There's no live music reviews until I go to Bloodstock the week after, so I'll talk to you about that with Jake, of course. And yeah, I'll be talking more about video games, all that sort of shit. And yeah, if you like what you heard, if you like this podcast, do feel free to drop us a follow, subscribe, all that sort of stuff on the YouTube and all your audio podcast listening platforms and stuff like that. I'm on twitch.tv/MasterDan92. All my other socials are linked below, and I will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Much love. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.